Hey guys, so again today I'm going to be bringing you another Havencraft Elana highlight video. This is just purely because I've been using this deck to climb ladder recently and it has quite a high win rate, so it's quite useful, as well as it has good matchups against a lot of decks that you run into, as long as you get the Elana early of course. So I'm going to be showing you I'll quickly go over the deck. I've done this in previous videos so it's going to be a bit quicker, and then I'll show you the highlight. So we've got your Elana, the main focus of the deck. When you evolve her, you get the Elana's Prayer, and it gives all followers on the board +1/+1, all allied followers when you restore defense to your leader. So with that, you run a healing package. So you've got things like Tender Rabbit Healer to restore health. You've got the Golden Bell, which draws cards and restores health. And then you've got a repair mode package using Machina cards. So you got your Robo Goblin to give you a repair mode, and a Robo Wing and an Iron Knuckle Nundale give you repair modes when they're either played or when they die. Then you've got your hoverboard to to draw out these cards. It can also draw out the Robo Falcon because that buffs up some of your Machinas and gives them rush. And then you've got your Father Refinement because he puts a repair mode in your hands well when he's played, and he's a big ward body that changes all repair modes cost to 0. Plus, he can only take 3 damage, so he's just a really big thing that they have to try and deal with, and it's really hard to. So the other things you got that can heal is Unicorn Knight, which I'm still not too sold on this card to be honest, but it's here because it gives you either a Unicorn which restores 3 defense, or a spell, the Unicorn Spear, which deals 4 damage and then restores 1 defense. So these are all ways to buff up your board. Zoe, when you evolve her, she restores 2 defense to all allies, but she's another draw engine for you here. Every time an ally is healed, Zoe draws you a card. But it's only 1 per instance, so if your entire board gets healed, she'll still only draw you once, but she's really good to cycle through the deck. You've got your Lemonia, which is another Machina follower. This doesn't give you any repair modes or draw cards or anything, but it is your secondary win condition, so when you evolve it, you give your leader the following effect, that it adds a Salvation X Lemonia into your hand, and that's a 0 cost card that when you play it, you subtract 1 from a Havencraft or Machina follower, and once you've played 5, you add the Heavenly Aegis to your hand, which is a 9 mana 8/8 that effect it just can't be removed from the board, so he's just a 9 mana 8/8 body for the entire game. You've also got your Kells, super important to this deck. If you draw them, you're in a much better position than you would be without them. Very influential card. So basically, he's a board clear. So whenever your leader's defense is restored, deal 1 damage to all enemy followers. And if you've evolved him, it restores 2 defense, which heals you and buffs up your board, and then he'll deal 2 damage instead of 1. And it does trigger off of his restored defense from his evolve. So he's a really good way to just clear the board. And you've got Delafeel, which is a 6 mana 4/5 ward that gives your leader the ability to restore 1 defense to all allies at the end of the turn, so it's an extra buff when you've got the Alana's Prayer out. And finally, we have the Olivia Blackened Wing, which is a super useful card because sometimes you don't draw your Elana till late game, and you need another way to evolve her because you've had to use all your evolution points to stay in the game. So what Olivia does is when you play her for 8, she recovers X play points, and X is the number of allied followers that you've evolved during the match. So if you go first, it's a minimum of 2. If you go second, it's a minimum of 3 points she's restoring to you. So for example, if you go first and you've also evolved Lemonia twice using her effect, where if you play her for 6, she can evolve, then you've evolved 4 cards. So when you play her for 8, you gain 4 more mana, so you're back up to 6. So like if you've evolved twice and it's turn 10, you play Olivia, you go up to 4 mana, and then you can play the Elana, and her other effect allows you to evolve the first follower that you play each turn when she's on the board. So it gives you a free evolve on the Olivia. But yeah, that's the deck. I've been through it several times, so if you want to see a more in-depth view of it, go to one of the previous videos. As you can see though, with the win rate, that was a bit of a sad time for me. But I went on like a good win streak here, like 7 games or something. But like the majority, the open sixes don't matter, but the majority of the games I've been playing have been wins. But yeah, we're going to go into this Bloodcraft replay, and we'll go through it. So yeah guys, if you enjoy the videos and you want to see more, please feel free to subscribe. I try and put out this content near enough daily, um, with different decks and stuff. You can also leave a comment and tell me different decks you want me to use, things like that. or different ways to improve my decks or improve the way I'm playing. I'm only in the B rank, so I'm not great at the game. I'm fairly new, so I'm still working on it. And as well as that, feel free to leave a like if you've enjoyed the videos. So yeah, as we start, you try and mulligan towards the Elana. It doesn't really work, but we get the Bell, which means on turn 4 we'll draw 3 cards. So we'll just kind of zoom through the first couple turns, nothing really happens. I play out the hoverboard onto an empty board, draw the cards. I apologise because I was away for a quick second. He plays out the Doubloon. I missed this deck. See, before Succubus got hit, I really enjoyed this deck. So I play out the Zoe. Wasn't sure if he'd be able to clear it or not, but Entrancing Blow obviously clears it, so he does manage to clear it. I played it thinking if he has Entrancing Blow, it's gone. If not, we're good. We can get some draws going. But we're full. The Bell draws us up to a big hand, and then we play out the Robo Wing, and then the Robo Falcon, and then get the free trade here. So after that, he's got to kind of start dealing with this, because this has Bane as well. So he plays out the Berserker that's got the buff off of the Entrancing Blow, which is really nice. So he does get the Bloodman, which is another way for them to activate Vengeance. I'm guessing this is what he's playing instead of the Succubus. But yeah, I play out this, play out the hoverboard, give it a buff off Robo Falcon and Rush, trade into the Hellblaze Demon, and then we just go face. We just push the damage here. So on his turn, he uses this Berserker to trade, and then plays the Warring Thunder for 5 mana, which means he gets the evolution off for free, so it's a really annoying thing to do. And I decided to play the Lamonia here, evolve it for free, and trade it so that I can start getting the salvations, because I've not drew the Elana, so I'm going for my secondary win condition at this point, where the quicker I can get that. So I push 5 damage to face, puts me into Vengeance, and then I let him do a trade, and it kills that. So I get the salvation. So I use it now, because if these 2 die, because they're Machinas, I'm going to get another 2, which means I would have overdrew if I didn't use that, and I reduced Della Field just because I wasn't sure what to reduce, and playing that for 5 mana instead of 6 is pretty useful. So he throws down a Urius, gets a free evolution on it, which is super irritating. Urius is so good. He's always been really good since he came out. But yeah, he gets the trade off, it heals him back up. I've got a salvation in my hand again, so I've got 2 more ways to reduce it. So I use them both now on Delafield, because it basically just means that I get a 3 mana 4/5 ward, which is super nice. But I'm also 3 towards the Heavenly Aegis now, so I evolve her and trade it. Because once I get 2 more salvations, I get Heavenly Aegis in my hand. So what we do is we play out the Robo Wing and play out the Goblin, because that means then the heal comes out. But this also means that if he clears my board, I get the 2 Heavenly Aegises in my hand, the 2 salvations to get me to the Heavenly Aegis next turn. Although I can't play it next turn, it means I will have it. But yeah, he doesn't play the Bloodmoon here. I don't know why. It would have got my free evolution on this, and I've got the Owl Cat off of this without using an evolution point off the Doubloon, but he decided not to. But yeah, he gets that off. He kills it with that. Kills it with the Owl Cat. So I've only got this Robo Goblin up, so I trade the Robo Goblin in. And then I play my Salvation X Lamonia, reduce the cost of this. And again, I've not hit what I need yet, so I've not hit the 5, I've also not hit Elana, and I've went through 15 cards in the deck, like, I've drew quite a lot of cards. I've not hit an Elana, not hit a Kel, stuff like that, which is really annoying. So he plays out the Bloodmoon, and he gets the Urius, and then he evolves it for free, and now his board's just super annoying. It's like dealing with this board's just a big issue. But he clears that, so since he traded into that, he's just going to trade into this as well. I get the 2 salvations, and I now have enough to get the Heavenly Aegis out, which is super useful. So what I do is I reduce the cost of Lamonia in case I don't want to evolve her, and reduce the cost of him. It didn't really matter what one I reduced the cost of. I should probably done it on a rabbit maybe. But so I take the 2 damage from the Uriuses, I evolve them and trade into the 5/5 one. because that's obviously the biggest threat. But now I've just got a 10-10 body on the board that he can't deal with. There's nothing he can do to get rid of that. So he has to. He can. I mean, if he has a way to reduce his attack, he can. I don't know why he decided to hit the bats. I guess he's wanting to fill the board, so it was fine. But he gets the succubus out, puts me down to 11, and he's got 2 words. And luckily here, we get the Zoe, which gives us an option to draw cards, which we didn't have before. And then we repair mode to draw a card, and we hit the kill, which is exactly what we were looking for. So what we do here is we repair mode twice. So we repair mode 1 kills the taunt snakes, and then we kill this, kill off the succubus, repair mode 1 more time to bet the Urias down to 1, draw an extra card, and then at the end of the turn, because we've got Della Feel up, we know that we're going to heal 1 more and clear the board, and we get another draw. So from that turn alone, Zoe drew 4 cards. Again, stupid value when you play Zoe. So a Calamity Bringer kills the Zoe in the kill, evolves it, but again he can't deal with my 10-10, so he's just sitting there the entire time. He gets kind of unlucky with this, where a lot of them hit his face, 4 hits his face, and 2 or 3 hit my 10-10 as well. But yeah, his board's looking pretty nice, but again, I get the kill off the draw. So Father Refinement comes in, and then we Robo Falcon, and we trade into the 6 because Father Refinement can only take 3 damage, and then he'll tank the 2 and 3 from Jafar, and we just play out the rabbit, heal things up. And at this point we've basically won. It's like, and it's just the question: does the Elana deck, does it even need Elana? Like, I've got it in my hand, I've got no way to evolve it. This whole game, I've seen one Elana, and I'm on 16 cards left in deck, and I've not needed it. Sure, if I had it, I might have won a bit quicker. I could have improved it, but he plays out the succubus, evolves it. There's not much he can do here, because like he puts all his stuff down quite low. So, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 heals in hand. So Salvation Ex Machina, Ex Lamonia again, twice on the kill just for fun. Reduces the cost. We get the Lamonia out. We play her for 6 here, so that we can evolve her, because our rabbits cost 1 and our repair mods cost 0. So now what we do is we play the kill, and we have 2 repair modes to start clearing the board again, and then 2 rabbits. So that's dealing 4 to his entire board. We play out both rabbits. It leaves us on only the Elana in hand, but it's fine because we've cleared his entire board. And then we push the 10 damage, and then when our turn ends, we deal 1 more because of the Delafeel. And there's no way that he can get around this board. He tries to draw for an answer, but there isn't an answer because of the 10-10. So that's it. That's the video. That's the highlight. I just want to show you guys. I thought that was quite a fun game. Shows how this deck can handle itself even if you don't manage to draw the Elana. Although obviously if you draw the Elana, you're in a better position. But that'll be it for today, guys. Remember, if you enjoyed the video, if you want to see more, please feel free to subscribe. I'm trying to do this daily, and if you follow me on Twitter, I will also upload tweets whenever I'm putting up a new video, and I might start using Twitch occasionally. And if I do, I'll put that up there as well. So thanks for watching, guys.